Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Movies and Matthew Live. What is going on in the comments section on YouTube and across Twitter? How is everybody doing? Happy Thursday. I am your host, Matthew Hoffman, and this show is three of my favorite things: movies, movie fans, and it is live, which means anything can happen. And speaking of happening, check out these prizes. What's up, guys? I am giving away all of this on today's show, so stick with me. These are gifts from our friends at the Dark Tower. They are amazing. We have these pop figurines, we have these hats that I'm giving away, we got backpacks, we got keychains, we have Dark Tower phone chargers. I mean, literally, they hooked us up so hard. I am so excited for this movie, and I am so excited for you guys to get these prizes. Check this out. This is the Dark Tower. I think this is like a Moscow Mule mug or a iced coffee holder. What? So cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 gifts we are giving away on today's show. So stick with us. And as if the prizes weren't enough on today's show, is everybody ready for this? Okay, this episode we have an actor from one of the 3 films we are talking about today, live in studio. Any guesses in the comment section, YouTube and Twitter? Let me know. More on that later. I will reveal our special mystery guest, but first, give it to me, friends, in the comment section. Who is with us? Where are you guys coming from? And what is your closest Regal Cinemas? And also, who saw Emoji Movie and or Atomic Blonde? Shout out to everybody who reached out to me on my social throughout the week, letting me know that they loved this movie so much. So let me know. If you guys are watching on YouTube and Twitter, now live, we are live. Hello. Head over to Regal's Facebook page to jump onto the comment section with me. Actually, throughout the week, Movies and Matthew Live superfan Thor Dollar let me know that he saw Atomic Blonde and loved it and loved the soundtrack. And so did Snow White 521. Hi, how you doing? Thank you so much for tweeting me. So give it to me, guys. Light up the comment sections. Where are we? Shane Hudgens says, how are you? Shane, I am so good because you, sir, are getting my first gift. Shane, this is for you. Dark Tower pop movie figurine. Boom, it is coming your way. There you go, Shane. Thanks for saying hi. Shane, it's your first time watching? What? And you already won a gift? Oh my God, amazing. You will never forget this episode. There you go. Let's see, Michael Ramirez is coming in from San Antonio, Texas, and his closest Regal is Huebner Oaks. Michael Ramirez will thank the cast at Regal Cinemas for us over there at Huebner Oaks and let them know that we appreciate it. And just so you really understand how much we do appreciate them and you for watching, boom, there you go. I'm giving you one as well. Figurine, Dark Tower, coming your way. What's going on? All right, so we have a lot of people with us tonight. Today, what? Tonight. What's going on? It's too early. I'm like, it's evening. No, it's not. It's early morning. Brian Brown is, boom, with us. He is waiting for those 5 fun facts. How you doing, Brian? Movies and Matthew Live superfan. Brian never misses a show. Cheryl Richardson is with us. How you doing, Cheryl? You always watch as well. What's going on? Kyle Oldham is with us. He says, Sarah and I say hi from Ohio on vacation. You guys are on vacation? That's amazing. Thanks for not inviting me. What? But also just know that when you return from vacation, boom, Kyle Oldham, you are getting a figurine. I'm sending it to you and Sarah. You guys may fight over this, but there you go. So 3 down, guys. So many more to give. Let's see. Cheryl Richardson loves our fun facts. Tabitha Lone, hi from Southport, North Carolina. My closest Regal is Regal Cinemas Mayfair 16 and IMAX in Wilmington. She is new to our show. Tabitha, what's going on? Welcome. We're here every Thursday at 10 a.m. Tabitha, I got you. Boom, you are getting the Dark Tower exclusive hat from our friends over at Dark Tower. There you go, it's coming your way. Jennifer Madreos giving me that boom. You know what's so funny on the show? I say boom a lot, but I never knew that I said it a lot until you guys told me that I did. So yeah, Who knew? Let's see. Julius is coming in from Long Beach, California. Elisa Jerry, it's her first time here watching from Covington, Washington. Oh my gosh, Minoko Williams loved Atomic Blonde. Did I not tell you? Oh my gosh. I love that movie so much. I thought it was probably top 3 movies I've seen all summer. So check it out. It is, of course, still playing at Regal. And also check out the interview that I did with Charlize in Berlin. Such a crazy experience. Check that out. It's still up on Regal's Facebook, but I thought it was one of the best movies that I had seen in a very, very long time. Let's see. Kelsey Ranker is seeing The Dark Tower tonight. She cannot wait to see it. Kelsey, although the mail here is really, really slow, so the gift I'm about to give you will not get to you by your screening tonight. However, just be comforted when you see The Dark Tower that your friends at Dark Tower and Matthew gave you this amazing Dark Tower exclusive bag. Boom, it is all yours, Kelsey. We are sending it to you. Let's see. Oh, Cade Cooper saw Dunkirk and it was awesome. Cade, I agree with you. Such an intense, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful film. And I have a feeling, like I said last week, that we will be talking about that movie on this show literally up until award season. I have no doubts. Yeah, I thought it was really spectacular. Let's see. All right, guys. Stephanie loves all the gifts we got. Joe Average, longtime listener, first-time commenter, looking forward to see the movie. Joe, you've been silent for so long. We've been going for like a year now. I gotcha. This will make you type away for the rest of our season. So there you go, Joe. I'm sending you this. Thanks for saying hi today. It's of course the Dark Tower Pop Movies Gunslinger exclusive figurine. So there you go. That is yours. All right, guys. We have Desiree Soriano is going to see The Dark Knight today with her kids. Awesome. Alan Neil Aiken saw The Dark Tower last night and it was awesome. I agree with you, sir. So cool. Matthew McConaughey, can we go wrong? Such a great movie, so I can't wait for you guys to see it. Okay, so here we go. We have so many great people with us today. We have a special guest on today's show. Thank you guys for joining us. Of course, this is our first show of August. Can you believe that? The summer movie season is already in the home stretch, but it is shaping up to finish real strong. Can I get some like strong emojis in the comment section? Yeah, it's been an incredible summer so far, and you guys hit me up like crazy this week on social, and I have a feeling that our conversations are going to get better because this weekend we have 3 incredible new releases opening up at your local Regal Cinema. There's the thriller Kidnapped, the long-awaited adaptation of Stephen King's Dark Tower, and the based on a true story Detroit that is already getting some major award season buzz. And speaking of buzz, there is an energy in the studio today because when we talk all things Detroit, later in the show, we are going to be joined by an extra special guest, Peyton Alex Smith, who stars as Lee in the film. How exciting is that? Can I get some exclamation points in the comments section? We have him live in studio. I will be doing a live interview with him. We met backstage. He is so awesome, talking to me about everything relating to this film, and I can't wait to bring him out and talk to him for you guys to listen. We'll take some questions from you guys as well, but I'm super excited. Here at Regal, we are bringing the movie stars to you guys. That's how cool today's show is. So in the comment section, welcome. You guys are going to want to stick around for that. He's such a talented actor, and we're really so lucky that he is gracing us with his presence for sure. Like we do every week, I'm going to fill you in on everything you guys need to know about this weekend's epic new movies with our patented 5 fun facts. Who loves the fun facts? Let me know in the comment section. Give it to me. So who is ready for some juicy nuggets of movie goodness? Shall we do this, guys? Here we go, because we need to talk to Peyton, so I wanna get into this real quick. So stick with us. Here are the 5 fun facts that you guys need to know about Kidnap. Where are my Halle Berry fans in the comment section? First of all, before we start this, Ashley Main Pune is with us. She is so excited, giving me the woohoo caps. What's going on? Ashley Taylor Bo McCardle is with us. He is here for the facts. Let's see. Everyone is all about the fun facts. So I have my Halle Berry fans with me, with the fingers, ready to type some crazy responses to these fun facts that I am going to throw down. So, all right, here we go, everybody. Such a great group today. Thanks for joining us. All right. Here is the deal. This is the Matthew take on this film. I saw Kidnap last week, and I have to say that it was one of the best action thrillers that I have seen in a while, you guys. There were three different instances where the entire theater literally screamed their faces off, and we are friends in this comment section, so I'm gonna tell you that perhaps I was one of them. I literally was on the edge of my seat screaming, so embarrassing. And this movie's sick, that's all I can say. And most of the scenes actually take place in the car. So you feel like you are in the car with Halle. And when I got to my car after the movie and I turned on the ignition, you guys, I legit had post-traumatic stress. It is so good. You guys are going to love it. But here we go. A drum roll, please, in the comment section. Movies and Matthew Live. Fun fact, number one for Kidnap. Here we go. Number one, Kidnap is a thriller about a single mom named Carla, whose 6-year-old son is abducted from a carnival. Now, Carla locates her son just in time to see him thrown into a car, and the chase is on. Carla will stop at nothing to get her son back, and along the way, she uncovers something even more sinister. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Number two, Kidnap stars Academy Award winner Halle Berry, and she works up a frenzied storm as Carla. And yes, I did make an X-Men pun there. Did everybody catch that in the comment section? Newcomer Sage Correa plays her son Frankie, and he is absolutely adorable in this movie. Lou Temple, who you guys will recognize from The Walking Dead, plays the evil kidnapper, and mark my words, that man's performance will haunt your dreams. He is terrifying in this. And rounding out the cast, we have Jason George, who we all know as Dr. Ben Warren from Grey's Anatomy. Number three, Kidnap is directed by Luis Prieto. He is a Spanish director, best known for the movies that he's made in Europe. His 2012 film Pusher is his most notable work and was a huge hit in England and throughout Europe. Kidnap is Luis's first Hollywood movie. Can we get some congrats emojis in the comment section for him? Because not a bad first film. Jer Paz saying, hey Matt, what's going on, Jer? Kyle Oldham says this looks intense. It is extremely intense, Kyle, but in the best way possible. Cheryl Richardson has given me some emojis for our director. Brittany Williams says, Lou Temple is such an awesome guy. Yes, everyone is congratulating him on this movie. It's honestly, it's terrifying. Next one, Kidnap is written by Nate Lee. Now, Nate previously produced Bad Grandpa starring Johnny Knoxville. If you've seen that movie, you know it's pretty ridiculous. He also did Jackass 3D and was a longtime producer of the Nitro Circus television series. And you might be thinking to yourself, but how now, brown cow? Matthew, how does that translate into a thriller like Kidnap? And I have two words for you guys. Car chases. The stunts and the car chase scenes in Kidnap will have you on the edge of your seat. Nate's next movie, of course, will be X-Men and The New Mutants, which will be coming to Regal Cinemas in April of 2018. Not like I'm counting down the days or anything. Wait, I actually just made 2 X-Men references, you guys, in a span of 4 fun facts. That is a new record for me and for this show. We are making history today, guys. Hearts up if you are picking up what I am throwing down in the section. Number 5, for more about Kidnap, be sure to watch my one-on-one exclusive interview with Halle Berry on the Regal Cinemas YouTube channel. Halle was so awesome, you guys. Where are my Halle Berry fans? She was absolutely incredible. I have to say, the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. Perplexing. I actually don't understand. She's stunning and so, so lovely. I actually talked Halle into playing a hilarious game of, wait for it, Very true or very false. Get it? Like very true, but then I took out very and then I put her name there, and then she was like, all right, and then we played, and there you have it. That's literally how it went down. It was really, really fun. She was awesome. Jennifer Madreos Crawford says Hallie is amazing. Yes, I agree with you. Yep, Dana Snipes says Halle Berry does not age. It's unreal. It's insane. Oh, Alan Neil Aiken says very good. Alan, boom, a man after my own heart. Fantastic work, sir. Yeah, she was really great. Oh, Danielle Schaffer says, I love Hallie, great interview with her. Thanks, Danielle. It was really, really fun. She was not afraid to be honest, and you will not even believe what she had to say about the minivan that she drives in the movie and what she told me about it. It literally blew my mind. So check out that interview. Did anyone in the comment section see the interview? How fun was she? I thought she was fantastic. Leave me a comment on the video after you watch it, and I will write you back, I promise. So there you guys go. Boom! 5 fun facts that you guys need to know before you drive to Regal Cinemas and check this movie out. I really, really, really recommend it. It's fantastic. Let's see. Ricky D says, very good facts, Matthew. Ricky, nice work. Let's see. All right, Cheryl Richardson's going to take a look at the interview after. Thank you very much, Taylor Bo McCardle. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yep, Michelle Fandora saw the interview. Let's see. Thank you, Brian Brown. Very sweet. Yes. All right, guys. So that's Kidnapped. Who is excited for this movie? I'm really excited for you guys to see it. Let's see. Cade Cooper is definitely going to see Kidnap at his nearest Regal theater. Cade, tweet me after @MatthewHoffman1 on Twitter, on Instagram @MatthewHoffman.tv. Send me a pic of you at Regal. I will retweet it. I will re-insta it. I promise. So yeah, awesome guys. All right, so Jordan Crouch says Hallie never disappoints. I agree with you. So speaking of not disappointing, next up guys, we have The Dark Tower. Where are my Dark Tower fans? In the comment section, check out all of this Dark Tower swag we have that they were so kind to send us. So I will be giving the rest out for today's show. So get ready. Tara Flickert is going on Sunday. Amazing. Kelsey Ranker is here for Dark Tower. Cade Cooper is all about the swag. And Ashley Main Pune, in all caps, screaming at me that she loves Idris Elba. I am with you. He is amazing. So, all right, guys, here we go. Now, Dark Tower is the long-awaited adaptation of the Stephen King book series. Now, start brushing up on your Stephen King movie lore because there might be a quiz at the end of this. I'm just saying. So stick with me. Here we go. I'm really excited for this film, and I'm excited to give you guys these 5 fun facts because this movie is very layered, and I think that movie fans, you guys will really, really appreciate it. So, here we go. Movies and Matthew Live. Fun fact, number 1, drum roll please, in the comment section. Here we go. Number 1, The Dark Tower is adapted and inspired by the Dark Tower series that spanned 8 novels that were published from 1982 through 2012 and filled a whopping, wait for it, 4,250 pages. Now, here's the interesting twist. While The Dark Tower combines parts of the 8 novels, it is considered a sequel to the book series. So this means that if you've never read the books before, you do not have to really know too much about the story when you go to see it. You won't be lost story-wise, which is basically my kind of movie. Can I get an amen in the comment section? Am I alone here? Tiffany Smith Vazen giving me that drum roll emoji. Thank you very much. I see it. I got you. But what's better about not knowing about much of the film much of the series before you see the film is that if you are a fan of the series and know its history, then you're going to be blown away thanks to your insider knowledge. So basically you have to think of The Dark Tower kind of like a comic book movie. You didn't need to know the entire history of Guardians of the Galaxy to enjoy it, but if you went in as a fan of the comic, there are of course a lot of fun bonus details just for you. So that's what's happening with this movie. Number 2, The Dark Tower is the story of a young boy who discovers another dimension called Midworld. Now he crosses paths with a man known as the gunslinger, who is on a quest to reach the Dark Tower and save all of existence from extinction. Now, the only problem is a bad guy called the Man in Black wants to get to the tower as well, so he can rule the universe. Now, this story is set in both present-day New York City and Midworld, which is very similar to America's Old West. Now, I know that that may sound like a lot, but it will make sense, trust me. Alicia Miles is excited to see it. Elisa Jarry says Stephen King cannot wait to see Dark Tower. Brian Brown, exactly, great reference with the comic book movies. Yeah, it's exactly like that. All right, so number 3, starring in the Dark Tower, we have Idris Elba. Where are my Idris fans in the comment section? Give it to me. He is the gunslinger, and we have Matthew. All right, McConaughey. How did I do, guys? Was that all right? All right. It's not great, but it's not bad. You know, it's just fine. It may even be all right. See, again, okay, I'm done now, I promise. Matthew stars as the Man in Black, or Walter O'Dim, if you're into that whole proper name thing. And let me just pause so you can appreciate how perfect this casting is. Idris is a total badass, excuse my language, as the gunslinger, and Matthew reveals a dark side that will blow you away. We've never seen him in a role like this before. And big screen newcomer Tom Taylor plays Jake Chambers, the boy who discovers Midworld. And then we have Academy Award nominee Jackie Earle Haley. You guys know him from The Watchmen, and as, are you sitting down for this one? Kelly Leak from the original Bad News Bears, if you are old enough for that reference. Who remembers this Bad News Bears like I do? Oh my gosh, crazy. So rounding out the starring cast is, of course, Dennis Haysbert, who we all know as President Palmer from 24, and as Pedro Serrano from Major League, to keep it up with this baseball theme that's happening. Number 4, The Dark Tower is directed and co-written by Danish filmmaker Nicolaj Arcel. His 2012 film A Royal Affair, starring Mads Mikkelsen, who is Jyn Erso's father in Rogue One, who we've interviewed before for Sit Down with the Stars, who was awesome, and Alicia Vikander, the new Lara Croft. This film was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film at the Academy Awards, and before that, he wrote the adaptation of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. So I think we're in good hands, guys. Jeff Pinker assisted him on the script. Jeff was a longtime writer on the series Alias and Fringe, and he also wrote the screenplay for The Fifth Wave, along with the upcoming Jumanji movie. Who is excited for Jumanji? It is coming out really soon. And also, the Jumanji will be starring Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart, and the Spider-Man spin-off Venom. He is also a part of Not Too Shabby, right? And here we go, guys. Getting ready. Our last fun fact for all things Dark Tower. Here we go. Number 5. If you love the Dark Tower, which I'm pretty sure you will, you are not going to have to wait long for more. Get this, guys, the story is going to continue on TV with a companion series that will debut in 2018. So pretty cool, guys. Check out the movie before the series invades your living room for sure. There you go. Boom! 5 fun facts with all things Dark Tower. You guys are really excited to see this film, which makes me really happy because it's fantastic. Let's see. Yes, Kyle Oldham is all about it. Well, thank you, Kate Cooper. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, Tara Flickard cannot wait. Shane Hudgens cannot wait. Let's see, Cheryl Richardson is blown away. Nice, Idris and Matthew. All right, she says. Thank you. I don't think it's great, but I think it's okay. For support and for excitement for the Dark Tower, if everyone in the comment section, I have a couple prizes left. So if we can give me your best, type it out for me, guys. Give me your best. All right. Like, what does that look like on paper in this comment section? Let me see them. Come at me. I got some free gifts for them. Give it to me. If you guys are in support of Matthew McConaughey and Dark Tower, let me see your all right across this comment section. Light it up. Let's see. Megan Queller is so excited for this. Dorothy Bronstein, how you doing, Dorothy? She has given me an all right with W's, which I really appreciate. Dorothy, Boom, you are getting this mug. It is for you. There you go. Dorothy, Kelsey Ranker, she's giving me a good one with an emoji, which I appreciate. Kelsey, boom, there you go. This mug is for you. Lydia Barker is giving me some nice all rights. Boom, Lydia, you are getting a keychain, which is really, really cool. Every time you go into your house, you just think of Idris, the Dark Tower, and Matthew McConaughey. It doesn't get better than that, as far as I am concerned. Laura Torre is giving me some 4 all rights and some sunglass emojis. I really appreciate that. Boom, Laura, there you go. Keychain from our friends at Dark Tower heading your way. Dwayne Lester, very creative, sir. I really, really appreciate that. There you go. Boom, you are getting the hat. So there you go, Dwayne. And let's see, Julius Kalaskan, I hope I'm saying that right. I really appreciate that. He's giving me the all right, all right, all right. Boom, bag exclusive coming your way. There you go, guys. We got 2 gifts left. Here we go. I'm gonna give away this Dark Tower official cell phone charger to, let's see, Ricky D. Boom, emojis on point and spelling on point. There you go, Ricky. That is coming your way. Guys, I have one more gift. You know what that means. So, we have some trivia on today's show. I'm gonna do really, really quick with this because I want to get to our interview with special guest Peyton Alex Smith. I wanna get him in the interview chair, talk all things Detroit, but here we go. Before I do that, as always, the rules are simple. I'm gonna ask a trivia question. You guys will give me the answer, and the first correct answer I see in the comment section wins. Please, of course, understand that I do my very best to be as fair as possible, and the usual disclaimer applies that what I see on my screen will not necessarily match what's on your screen, so just trust that I am doing my very, very best. There's Wi-Fi complications, technical things, the whole 9. So the first answer I see gets this exclusive Dark Tower bag. So here we go. Since this movie is from the brain of the genius and prolific Stephen King, here's my question for you guys. In the big screen adaptation of Misery, this actress won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her role as superfan Annie Wilkes. Name the actress that played Annie in one of Stephen King's movies, Misery. Who was the actress? Here we go. Boom! Matt Woodruff coming in with Kathy Bates. There you go. Correct. Kathy Bates is the winner. Misery, Stephen King's Misery, still one of the most frightening movies of all time. So there you go. There you go, Matt. The Dark Tower bag exclusive is going to you. So there you go. Thanks for playing. All right, guys. Dark Tower, talking all things Dark Tower. You guys are so excited to see this movie. Look at all of these gifts that I have that I'm going to clear over here because we have with us on today's show Peyton Alex Smith, who is coming in the interview chair. I'm gonna clear this section in a little bit. I have some 5 fun facts for Detroit, so we're just gonna clear this away. Here we go. So guys, it is time for our featured movie of the week, Detroit. Here's what you guys need to know. Now, Movies in Matthew Live, fun facts on all things Detroit. We got 5 of them, and then we have a very, very special guest. So excited. Here we go. Drum roll in the comments section, please. Here we go. Number 1, Detroit is based on the true story of the 12th Street riot that happened in Detroit in the summer of 1967. It left 43 people dead, over 1,000 wounded, and nearly 2,500 businesses burned or looted. The plot of the film is centered on the Algiers Motel incident, in which a hotel was stormed by Detroit police and the Michigan National Guard and resulted in one of the most alarming moments in American history. Number 2, Detroit is directed by Academy Award winner Kathryn Bigelow, who won Oscars for Best Director and Best Picture with 2010's The Hurt Locker. Do I have any Hurt Locker fans with me in the comments section? Her previous feature film was 2012 Best Picture nominee, Zero Dark 30. Kathryn's directing career began in the 80s with several crime thrillers, and she owns a special place in cinema history as the director of, wait for it, Point Break, starring Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves, which to this day is arguably the ultimate action bromance movie ever made. So we are in very, very good hands. With Detroit, Catherine has expertly crafted an exhilarating, pulse-pounding thriller that literally pulls you into the story. That suspense that you guys felt in Dunkirk that we talked about last week, imagine that feeling, but trapped within the confines of a small hotel. It is an experience like no other that begs, that needs to be seen in an actual theater, trust me. Catherine is one of the defining directors of her generation, and she is at the top of her game with Detroit. Number 3, the script for Detroit was written by Catherine's frequent collaborator, Mark Boal, who won the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay for The Hurt Locker and was nominated for Zero Dark 30. Now, Mark got his start as a journalist, and it shows in his writing for this movie, trust me. The level of depth and humanity that his writing brings to Detroit is absolutely incredible. Number 4, Detroit opened last weekend in New York and Los Angeles, and the response was unreal. It had the highest per screen average of any movie by a wide margin, which means that every one of its screenings was pretty much sold out. So after today's show, go on to Regal, get your tickets in advance. You do not want to miss this. The response from critics has been universal acclaim, which, as you guys know, is very, very rare. So the fact that every major critic is on board with this movie tells us something. So many critics have been calling Detroit the best movie of the year, and there is a really good chance it is going to stay at the top of everyone's list come award season. Number 5, starring in Detroit, we have John Boyega. You guys will be seeing him later this year in a little indie movie, shall we say, called Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Anthony Mackie, who we all know as Falcon. And then we have Will Poulter and Jacob Lattimore, who were both featured in The Maze Runner. Jason Mitchell from Kong Skull Island. And my friend, John Krasinski, who is awesome. He plays a very non-Jin character in this movie. And last but certainly not least, we have Peyton Alex Smith, who joins us today as our extra special guest. Please welcome in the comment sections, give me the exclamation points, give me a round of applause. Guys, movie star in our midst, Peyton Alex Smith, welcome to the show. What's going on? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming here bright and early. I have to move all of these gifts away.
Oh, I thought I was getting
you want some?
do I get a mug?
No,
I don't want to steal.
No, don't steal. But here's the deal: they will be very angry if you take a gift away from our fans. Let me tell you that. But you, sir, not to be corny, I'm embarrassed about the segue that I'm gonna throw down right now. But you are the gift because this movie. Yep, these guys are gonna look at them right now. Ashley Maine Pune is screaming at you, giving you clap emojis. Cheryl Richardson can't even believe she says, "What's going on?" Taylor Bo McCardle says, "Welcome, Peyton." Dorothy Bronstein giving you an emoji. It's so dope, and these guys are the best. They are true movie fans, and they are so excited, as am I, to have you on today's show. You must be, Detroit. Like I said, is critically acclaimed already, and it was just released in 2 cities. This must be such an exciting time for you.
I mean, it's amazing. It's kind of surreal. Like even when we got to the premiere that we had in Detroit, and like just being there at the Fox Theater, watching the movie, and like in the movie we have the Fox Theater, so watching the Fox Theater in the Fox Theater was just like crazy. I was like, what's going on? So it's just been a lot of love. People have really they're really drawn to the movie, and like we're getting like the reaction that we wanted to start a conversation. Right. And I think that's what's happening.
And that's exactly what's happening, and that's what this film does so well, is that it brings light to this subject. And as an actor, I'm fascinated by, not me that I'm an actor, but you for the actor. Trust me, I'm not. Don't worry, everybody, calm down. Not acting. No dreams for it. No. But for you as an actor, I'm always fascinated as why actors take certain projects, right? And I wonder, with this movie, with Detroit, was it the subject? Was it Catherine Bigelow? Or was it the fact that Catherine Bigelow was directing this story?
It was KB. It was Catherine.
You heard
Bigelow.
it here first. Catherine Bigelow.
They kept it so the script was like very like secret. To this day, I've never seen a full script. So I didn't know.
Can we expand on that a little bit? I was talking to you backstage, and you told me that when you like literally how we were talking was how you would get the script, like in hair and makeup, like you would get it literally moments before you had to go on.
As soon as I landed in, when I got to set, she was like, "Okay, how about we get dressed?" I'm like, "What's going on?" They were saying there's a rehearsal. We get in there like I would have walked in like I did now.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, how about we just shoot it?" And I'm like, Will, I'm talking to Will Poulter, and I'm like,
You're like, no.
You just did The Revenant, bro. I was like, have you seen anybody work like this? And he was like, no, I have no idea what was going on. So she was like, Peyton, you could go over here and go in this room if you want to. And I'm like, what? And we just did it.
Yeah.
And my friend Malcolm, he was the first one to ask for some sides. He had no idea.
He took it for the team. He was like, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
I was like, can I get some of those too, Captain? But he had no idea who he was playing.
Yeah.
And that's how she didn't want us to know if we were going to die, if we were going to go to jail, if we were going to get free at the end, or whatever happened. Even it was I remember my friend Malcolm. He left. They wrapped him from the movie. He calls me like 4 days later. It's like, I'm coming back. And I'm like, what? Just to kick it, like hang out? I was like, it was cool out here, but like, what's going on? He was like, no, I'm coming back to be in the scene or whatever. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Like just how like the genius that she has and how she's just. She's very subtle in everything that she does. She never raises her voice. She's Peyton, if you want to come. She's just the nicest person in the world, but she just demands, like she's just very, she just demands everything, and she's so powerful on set. And it's just amazing experience.
And I think that excellence comes through in the film. This is a film like no other, and she is, of course, a director, like I mentioned, at the top of her game.
The top of the game.
And what was interesting to me about this movie is that one of the campaign slogans in some of the posters is the quote, "It's time we knew."
Time we knew.
And it's on the posters. And after you see this film, I have to say that for me personally, there was a guilt that I had. There was a shame that I had as an American that I did not know that this story actually took place. I literally had never heard of it, and I'm sharing that to be as honest with everybody as possible, because I think what's so great about this film is that it does shed light on the story.
Definitely.
It starts the conversation. I wonder, did you know about this before you came on board, or?
I didn't.
You didn't?
And I was ashamed not to know about it.
I know.
But what I found out during doing research for the film, that in that year alone, I think it was 67 to 68, there was around 300 rebellions. So this is just one of many stories.
Right.
And so
thousands of stories that come out of this. Yeah.
So there were around 43 people that were killed during this particular riot, and this is only telling the story of 3. So you don't know the story of the other 40 or the 2 cops that were killed at that time. So it's just I'm glad that Catherine told the story, because now this might be in history books. Yeah. Now kids are going to be like, well, I saw the movie. Like, why isn't this in the history books? Yeah. Why don't we talk about the Detroit riot? Because I didn't learn about it growing up. I don't know if you did.
No, not at all.
So it's stories like this that need to be told, and I'm glad that Catherine had the guts to tell it, because a lot of people were saying oh, should a white woman be telling the story? And Catherine's the first one to tell you that she was not the right person to direct this, but nobody was telling the story, so
she had to.
So she stood up.
That's amazing.
And I applaud her for doing that.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. And not for nothing, but that woman has her picks of scripts.
Oh yeah, Catherine didn't have to do it.
She's fine, everybody. She's okay. She's just polishing her Oscars. She's like, I don't want to work for the next 10 years. But the fact that a prolific talent like that needed to tell the story.
She told me, I had a conversation with her after I first saw the film, and she said that she's not going to do any films anymore that's not pushing the culture forward. That's not for humanity.
Yeah.
It's not making a difference. And I was like, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just beautiful.
Hollywood gets a bad rap sometimes, but let me tell you, there are good ones out there, and that's
a few.
It's like 2. You, me, and Catherine. It's fine. It's fine. Now, in this, I've never been in a league like that. Thank you very much, Ben. In this movie, you play a real character. As an actor, was there pressure for you, added pressure to take on a role that you knew that family members of your character would be watching?
Oh, wow. I've actually talked about that. I've touched base on that a couple times in a couple interviews that I've had. It was kind of the first day on set, and I saw Julie, who's played by Hannah from Game of Thrones. And when I saw Julie be on set with us, I was like, wow, these are real people, and I kind of saw how like the weight of what we were doing.
Right.
And I was like, I have to give his family, Lee Farside's family, as much justice as I can. I was like, I can't be the one to have them see this film and not feel justice for their uncle or their cousin or their son. And then also like the people that is happening to now, like Sandra Bland, Michael Brown, Tamir Rice. Like I don't want their families to see because they're going to be able to connect to this. Yep. And so like I knew, and like we kind of on set we felt that we were doing something bigger. We were like, cool, let's go to the Oscars, but we wanted to make a difference, and I feel that we really did that with this film. So yeah, knowing that I was playing a real person kind of it helped me bring something extra.
Yeah,
to
an
the
extra
film.
layer of social responsibility, I guess. Did you, in preparing for this role, did you talk to survivors?
I got to talk to Larry, who's played by my boy Algie Smith, who kills it in this movie. You guys, he's a breakout star. He was a new addition, but we got to talk to Larry briefly, Dismukes, who's played by John Boyega, but mostly it was Julie. Julie was on set with us every day. Wow. And was like, no, that didn't happen like that. And Catherine was open to hear how things happen. Like she wasn't like Catherine. She shoots it almost like a documentary.
Right.
So she finds it, like she doesn't have a set way. Like if we come to set and she was like, oh, that doesn't work, well, that's fine. Well, she was like, Peyton, well, how do you feel? What should we do? And I'm like, well, I don't have an Oscar.
Like, I'm not giving you notes, man. Like, no.
It's like, how do you feel, Catherine?
Yeah.
Like,
why don't you tell me and I'll do that.
Yeah, it was really dope just to be around so many actors young actors, up and coming actors who took this particular subject serious. Yeah. And it was that was just like really amazing to me. And it was an honor to be. It was almost like going to boot camp for acting. I was like, I haven't been around this really before, and it was just like if you weren't, everybody was prepared on set. Everybody came with their A game. Every set, and everybody, like, we didn't ride to set with even the producers were on it. Like, we didn't ride to set with the cops. Wow. The cops who were beating us. One of my best friends, Will, I didn't ride to set. I didn't get to even see Will until like halfway through the film. Wow.
And it being such an intense movie that it is, was it hard for you to shed that at the end of the day?
Wow, definitely. But we had to laugh at the end of the day. We had to go out and get a drink, but like during it, we all knew that it was, because it was just the vibe that we had, and I didn't want to like go over it and talk to Will like, hey, what about the game last night? So like I stayed away from him because like he had to do some pretty evil stuff in this film, and if anybody like knows Will, like you saw him in the We the Millers, he's a jokester, he's laughing, he's always like rapping, he knows more about hip hop than me, and so like at the end of the day we had to, but sometimes like we knew we had to come back and do the next day, so sometimes it stayed with us. And so I know a lot of people got like, we went in and got massages or like spiritual, like we went and got therapy, like because it was needed.
That intense.
It was that intense. Wow. Because we're shooting 30-minute scenes at times, so staying like, it's like Catherine took us and dropped me in like 1967. Wow. She's got Coltrane, she's got the dramatics playing at all times. Yeah. Anytime we're not shooting, she has like rolling takes, so you never know when she's yelling cut. Wow. So like so you have to stay in that moment and stay
for
there
as long as possible.
And that's what helped me like do the best work that I think that I've done in my life, because I let go. Yeah. So even if you're not, she made everybody look like a genius. Yeah. Even if I'm not the best actor in the world, she made me look really good.
I think you're fine, sir.
I'm okay.
I think you're right. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay.
She made me look amazing.
So guys, in the comment section with us today, Kyle Oldham says he believes in this movie. That's what makes me want to see it. Boom.
I like to hear.
Exactly. Laura Torres is with you. Let's see. I don't know what that means. What's going on? So guys, I'm gonna open up the comments section for you guys. If you guys have a question for this man right here, give it to me. We're gonna take 1 or 2 questions and let me know. Monica Amos says, "Well, you're amazing, Peyton."
Thank you so much. Thank you, Monica.
Laura Torres says, nice to meet you.
Let's get the questions. Give me some questions.
Yep. All right, so where are the questions? Taylor Bo McCardle coming in. Peyton, I hope you get a Best Actor nom at the Oscars.
Wow.
If you do, Peyton, can I get a +1 for this award show?
Get a +3. I think we did.
Okay, I'll go with you.
I might have you style me. I like the style.
All right.
Style me for the
Tags
carpet.
are still on. It's all yours at the end of the show. We'll switch outfits. I will gladly. Although horizontal stripes is not my thing. We're differently built. It's fine. Let's see. Mark Burtz loved this interview, and he's interested in it.
Dominique, shout out to the Quad. Season 2, we're coming back and start filming in September. Thank you. Shout out to the Quad.
Yes, we have fans of the Quad who are with us for this. Okay, we have a question. Michael Ramirez, what was the best part of making this movie, Peyton?
Making a difference. I feel like as we were making, I felt like I was making history. I felt honored, not once, to work with Catherine Bigelow and work with these actors, but to tell this particular story, and kind of be ahead of the curve. I feel like there's going to be a lot of movies about social injustice and things that are about to come out, and I'm glad that Catherine, with her platform.
Yeah.
She didn't have to make this movie, so I was just glad to be a part of that, man.
Julius Kalkoskin says, how was it working with John Boyega?
John's dope. I actually auditioned with John. The first person I ever auditioned with was John. I'm going in, they're like, oh, you're auditioning somebody. I'm like, oh dang, well, I got the part. I'm good.
It's
they
fine.
They said, hold on, you got to audition somebody. I'm walking in and it's John Boyega, and I'm like, come on, I'm not auditioning.
Why am I auditioning?
I'm not auditioning Star Wars. We know who's being auditioned.
We're fine. You're you're lying to me, and I see what you're doing.
Right, but no, John he's dope. He's one of the best actors of his generation. He's gonna be here for a minute.
Yeah.
He's got a young Denzel vibe in this movie. I'm just putting that out there. Maybe an Oscar for him, somebody, somebody from the movie.
Somebody will, for sure. And I have a feeling that we're going to be talking about this up until award season for sure.
I hope so.
Now, lastly, what do you hope? I mean, I personally think that this movie is so important. I think it should be shown in every single school across the country.
Wow.
What do you hope that Regal Cinema's audiences take away from this film?
Just conversation, at least acknowledging that this happened. Because for so many of the things, and we talked about that there were 300 rebellions, and brushing over those rebellions. They tore down the Algiers Motel. Yeah. So they got rid of all the evidence that had happened, and a lot of people, if you weren't from Detroit, you didn't know that this took place. So I want people to acknowledge this happened, and then just start having a conversation, because the people of Detroit can't heal and that this happened to unless you acknowledge. Just like if I hit you in the arm right now and I never said sorry, I never acknowledged that I hurt
it
you.
Happened.
You know? And so I think that's what this movie's doing, and Detroit just showed us a lot of love, and they really appreciate us telling this particular story.
Amazing. Well, you heard it here, guys. Detroit is hitting Regal Cinemas, of course. Like I said, all screenings in LA and New York were almost pretty much all sold out. So after this, go on to